Hey guys, it's Sunday. Who's here? What are you guys up to? Hope everybody is well. I'm just waiting for you guys to come in. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. See if you guys, I'm going to share this on my community tab. See who comes in to the live stream. Nobody's still. I'll wait. I'll keep getting ready to see who comes in. Oh, Lisa, why are you so loud?
It's too small. I don't wear size 2.
I'll just wait. See who comes in. Nobody's here. I'll wait. I'm going to see if I can share it out in the community tab. Anybody? Oh, it's on the charger. On the charger. It's not working. Put the charger down here. Yeah, that's better. I'm struggling for real. I am struggling. The struggle is real. Anybody here? Hey! I knew somebody was going to come in as soon as I put my phone on the charger. What's up, guys? Who's in here? Happy Sunday. What's going on? How was your Sunday? It's Sunday Fun Day. Who's here? Hey, Paris. How you doing? I'm here, hanging out. Happy Sunday. How are you doing? What time is it where you are? Is it the evening or the morning? Paris the Queen. How you doing? Trying to plug in my phone. Try to get some people to come into the live stream. There we go. I was trying to plug 4:09 p.m. Let's see what time it is here. It is. Hey, First Son. What's up? What's going on, guys? Happy Sunday. How are you guys doing? If you could thumbs it up on coming in. What's happening? How is your weekend going? I hope everybody is well. You guys ready to have a Sunday topic? What do you guys want to talk about today? Good. How was your Sunday? Did you rest today? Did you have fun with your family? You go out and do something? Hey, April. What's going on? How are you? Thanks for coming in. Ready for the topic today, guys? Lazy Sunday? That's okay. I'll let you have a lazy Sunday. I'll let you have a lazy Sunday. Yeah, guys. Today we're going to discuss a really fun topic. Lazy Sunday? Everybody do a lazy Sunday. Am I the only one that was busy and active doing things? What's the topic? What do you guys want to talk about? I have a few ideas. I have a few ideas. You tell me your thoughts, okay? One topic is when you should leave a relationship, signs of a toxic relationship. And number 3, we could talk about our money topic again, how to save money, work on your credit score. What topic do you guys like? I'm waiting for you guys to tell me which one you like the best. Credit, signs of a bad relationship, or number 3, we could talk about credit. Relationship, the signs of a toxic relationship. You guys let me know. Relationship, you guys knew you guys would say relationship. So guys, that's the topic we're going to do. The signs that you're in a toxic relationship. Okay? Hey, sis boy. What's up? Happy Sunday. How are you doing? So guys, the topic today is signs that you're in a toxic relationship. First of all, guys, yes, so everybody talk amongst yourselves, welcome one another. So the sign that you're in a toxic relationship would be, the first sign is when it's not a healthy relationship. How do you know it's not a healthy relationship? The first sign is that the person is only thinking about themselves. Okay? That's the first sign. That's the sign of a toxic relationship, because a relationship has to be about the both of you. Oh, yeah, you guys are talking amongst yourself. A toxic relationship is one where the relationship is only one-sided, that the relationship is only about that person, what that person wants, what that person needs, and the other person in the relationship is completely neglected. That's the first sign that something is wrong. You need to look at the signs. You agree? You need to look at the signs and say, hey, I don't think this is good. Another sign that you're in a toxic relationship is when somebody, you can't be with anyone. I know, you can't be with anybody like that. Another sign that you're in a toxic relationship. Thank you so much. Hey, Elo, how you doing? Welcome. Happy Sunday. Yeah. So the next sign that you're in a toxic relationship is when you have somebody who always manipulates the situation. Okay. They always want to make everything seem like it's your fault. They never want to accept the blame. They never want to accept responsibilities. Yes, happy Sunday to you. They never want to accept responsibility for the things that they do. They always want to make everything turned around. When they do something wrong, they could be the main person making the problem in the relationship. And they said, it's because of you why things aren't right. You're the problem. That's another sign that you're in a toxic relationship. It's really dangerous, guys. Really dangerous to be in a toxic relationship. And the reason why I want to talk about this subject is there's so many people that don't understand that they have so much potential inside of themselves, that they have worthiness within them. And a person who is toxic, another sign that they're toxic is they always want to put you down. They always want to make it seem like you're not worth anything. That they try to work on the self-esteem of you, to make you seem like nobody else would want you. But the crazy part of that about that is, if nobody else would want you, then why are they with you? You know, that shows you that something is not right with that person's mind, that they're very dangerous. Another sign of a toxic relationship when it comes to money, usually they will try to isolate you, like only make them spend their money or only make you spend your money. Whoever is making the money in the relationship, they usually want to just use the money of that person, not really working together. Oh, hey, Callie girl. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Hope your Sunday is going great. Thanks for tuning in with me, even though I know you're busy doing your homework. I hope you guys, if you don't have Callie Girl TV, check out Callie Girl TV. So, guys, another sign that you're in a toxic relationship is that the person never wants you. Hey, Ghetto Preacher, what's up? Happy Sunday. Another sign that you're in a toxic relationship would be they always want to manipulate you and use you. You did? They always want to manipulate you and use you towards their goals. They're never thinking about what you could want. It's not really a relationship. It's really one-sided. When a person is toxic and dangerous, they only think about their motives and their goals. They never want to encourage you to move forward with your goals. They never ask you what you want out of a relationship, what you want out of your life. And that's a sign that a person, it was less than 15 minutes. Okay. How was your weekend? So that's a sign of a toxic relationship or a toxic person, because a good, healthy relationship, the other person, it was good. I'm glad. Thanks for coming in and spending some time with me on your busy Sunday. So another sign that you're in a toxic or poisonous relationship, whatever you want to call it. Sure. Another sign that you're in a toxic relationship is that there's no growth within the relationship. You should be setting goals together, seeing where you want to move forward. If you're in a relationship for years and nothing is really happening, it's just the same thing in and out every day. You know, you're not talking about what's going to happen, what you're going to plan for the future, if you want to buy a house, have a vacation. Like, the relationship is still stuck in the same place. No matter how many months or years you're in the relationship, it never moves forward. Hey, Lay Vibes, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Hope you're having a great Sunday. So, hey, Jeffrey, what's up? What's going on? Just talking about this topic of toxic relationships. You've been there, and I know someone who is involved in that type of relationship right now. I know, Ghetto Preacher. Don't we all? So, a person who is a toxic person, we talked about the first thing that they would do. They're manipulators. They manipulate the situation to make the relationship always about them. They always want to cast the blame onto you. They always want to make you feel like you're Passing the collection plate. They always want to make it seem like it's your fault for any problems in the relationship. You're the problem when they themselves are the problem. They're the reason for the problems in the relationship. This is how I feel about these type of relationship. If someone stays with someone like that, that means you have low self-esteem, right? But you know, most of the times when a person is in this toxic relationship, they've beat down the person's self-esteem so badly that they can't even realize that they're in this toxic relationship. Because another sign of being in a toxic relationship is they will isolate you from others. They'll isolate you from your family. They don't want you to have any friends. This isolation goes so deep. Sometimes it gets into where that person starts to put their hands on you. They start to abuse you. Another sign of a toxic relationship is most of the time they don't talk to you in a respectful way. They're very demanding in the way that they talk to you. Very demanding, very disrespectful. Another reason why it goes hand in hand with the manipulation. They always want to put you down because they know that if they can have you with your spirit broken, you're going to stay in the same place. But when most times they could be in love with the person. Hey, Angela. Yes, they talk at you, not to you. Hey, Joe's Barbecue House. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it's so true, guys. It's really serious when someone is... My first year in college, I was dating a fool. Thank God for his strength for me to get out. I'm glad you got out, Get a Preacher. And Paris, the queen, says, and the person accepts whatever the other party is doing. Yes, that is another tip that I was going to get to. When you're in a toxic relationship, you don't have to always accept the things that they do. That's the reason why the relationship is toxic, because they'll make you feel like you have to stay in it. Either get out or have her take a dirt nap. Yeah. And that's where the choice lies when you're in this toxic relationship. You have to finally decide whether this is something that you're going to stay in or you're going to get out. And hopefully you can make some steps in order to get out. Hey, Angela. How are you doing? And I feel bad for anybody. I hope nobody is... You were severely emotionally abused, Get a Preacher? Yeah, it's really awful. And my heart goes out to anybody who is in a toxic relationship, because the first thing that they're going to do is beat down on your self-esteem. They're going to isolate you from your family and friends. So it's going to be that all the more harder for you to get out of that relationship. And I think the best thing that you can do when you know that you want to get out of this relationship, stop. Look for an apartment. Sometimes people even move to another state. That's how much they want to get away from somebody else. They find a job and get away. But if you feel that it's to the point where it's dangerous, and they have agencies out there, because there's an agency nearby me that it helps women and men who are in abusive, toxic relationships seek help from these agencies, because they're out there to help you. So don't think that you're the only one. Yeah, you have to do whatever you have to do, as Ghetto Preacher says, you have to do whatever you have to do to get out of this situation. Sometimes you may have to move away. You may have to go somewhere else. Whatever it takes for you. Angela Critter says, sadly, many people begin to feel that they deserve the toxic treatment. Once they isolate their victim emotionally and financially, they feel trapped. That is so true, Angela. I think the problem most of the time is that when that person manipulates you, they isolate you. Sometimes they will take all the money that you have. They'll start putting their hands on you, and you'll be so low in every aspect of your life. You're feeling bad about yourself. Your self-esteem is completely gone. It's shot. And you have no money. You don't have any friends. And what hurts more than anything is if they start putting their hands on you. So now you're physically being abused to where you have scars. And sometimes even after you get out of that toxic relationship, those scars from being in a physically abusive relationship can haunt you for years. And if anybody is in a toxic relationship, I urge you to seek help to get out, because nobody wants to be in that relationship. But I know sometimes that it takes time to set yourself up, to build up your... Hey, Crowning Lions, how you doing? Thanks for coming in on this Sunday, spending some time with me. We're talking about a subject of toxic relationships. So, anybody who's ever been... Yes, thank you. Anybody who's ever been in a toxic relationship can definitely understand. You know when the relationship is healthy. You know when someone is being supportive of you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Wow, I'm glad that you got out. Hey, Mama TK Reviews. Hi, welcome. Yes, Ghetto Preacher, some victims have killed others to get out because they could not find no other outlets. That's so true. The subject hits so near to home. It hits so near to home. It's so hard to see somebody that you know and you love, and they're in this situation, and their self-esteem is so gone that they can't even realize how far they've gone. I pray that anyone trapped in an abuse does set a plan in motion to escape. A very careful plan, right? You guys know I'm all about making plans and following through with your goals. But one of the best things that you could do when you finally decide this is the end, I am going to get out of this toxic relationship, don't tell the person that you're in a relationship with, especially if it's a physically abusive relationship. Do not tell them that you're going to leave them, because that's when they're going to probably take you out and try to harm you to the point where they could even kill you. Set a plan in motion. My stepfather almost lost his life because he was very abusive. That's right. Mama TK Review says you never tell them. I think a lot of times when the person that is the victim, to have your child... Hey, Club Lion, how you doing? Happy Sunday. I'm fine. Thanks for coming in. I just want to talk to everybody who my heart just goes out. I'm about to sneeze. It went away. Sorry about that, guys. The number one thing when a person wants to get out of domestic violence, I understand firsthand. My husband cheated on me with a lady. He no longer wanted her, and because... I missed your comment. Hold on. It went too fast. What did Mama TK say? I understand firsthand. My husband cheated on me with a lady he no longer wanted. He no longer wanted her, and because he did it, she killed him. Wow. Hey, it's Janae's View. Happy Sunday. That is when it's most dangerous, when they attempt to leave. That is so true. It's scary. That's terrifying, Mama TK Reviews. That it can get to the point where someone can get killed, because you don't want it to get to the point where you feel like, I'm going to kill them if I don't get out of here, because you're tired of the abuse, you're tired of the physical abuse if it's physical, you're tired of the emotional abuse, you're tired of the verbal abuse, you're tired of the financial abuse, you're tired of the spiritual abuse. It's all rolling together to the point where you feel like you're going to explode and you cannot take any more. You don't want to get to where you're about to explode. When you realize, this is not for me, this is not going to work out, this is when you need to put your action plan together. And a very careful action plan, as someone said, I don't remember who said that, a very careful action plan. And you do not want to tell them that you're going to leave them, that the relationship is not working out. You keep that to yourself. When you get your plan in place, that's when you're going to start taking your steps. Find a place to live, find a new job, even if you have to leave the country and start anew. Some people even change their name and become a new person, because that person is so manipulative. Sometimes even in these toxic relationships, the person is a stalker. Even if you try to move and go somewhere else, they know everything about you. They know your family. They know your friends. So whatever it is that you have to do, if you have to start new, get a new identity, do it. But get out with your life. Get out with your life, guys. This is so serious. You don't want it to get to the point where you feel like you're going to have to pull a knife on them or get a gun and shoot them. That's not, you don't want to go to that level. But you need to protect yourself. You need to get out. You need to save yourself. And I hope, heaven forbid, if you have children, I hope if you have children, you need to spring into action very quickly, because children will remember. Children know so much more than we think that they know. A lot of times, parents and other family members will think, oh, they're not old enough, they don't understand, they don't know what's going on. A child knows a healthy relationship. A child knows when there's love and support around. Take care of your children and take care of yourself. And if you need to get out, get out. I know someone who they didn't say anything to the husband. They just packed up a bag, and the husband went to work as normal. And in the middle of the day, when he was at work, she was packing up the house, getting everything together, because they made the plan, they were leaving, and they left. And when he came home, it was an empty house. That's how she left. She said she didn't tell him anything. She moved and she cut off everything, isolated herself, and started new with a new identity and everything. So you have to do what you have to do to save your children and to save your own life, because nobody deserves to disrespect you, to treat you unfairly, to put their hands on you. You deserve better than that. And I pray that for everybody. I hope everybody has a healthy and happy relationship. I know that sometimes that doesn't happen, and for a while you may need to be single and alone. You volunteer at a battered women's shelter. Many left with just the clothes on their back. Right. I feel like sometimes the best thing that you can do is to just just leave. And I know that's something easier said than done than to just say, I'm going to get out, because leaving is not free. You know, it costs money to have a plan to start new, but do what you need to do, especially if you have children. You have to be an advocate for your children. You have to be an advocate for yourself, because if that person is not loving you in a way and nurturing you and caring about you in the way that you deserve to be treated, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to get out. And you don't have to have a lot, but get out with your life and the lives of your children, because you don't want it to be where you're on the news because you're the latest crime story, whether you snapped or they snapped. Get out with your life, because nobody deserves to be in a toxic relationship. Nobody deserves to be abused in any way, because abuse comes in many forms. It's the financial abuse. Bree, I did not take it. I can send you some pictures now. I took some on my tablet, so I can send those to you to your email. I forgot all about sending those to you. But happy Sunday to you, Bree. You did, Terra Squad. You did, honey. How are you? Happy Sunday to the both of you. Thanks to all my mods that are in here holding it down for me. I appreciate you guys so much. If you could drop a link to your channel. I'm great. I'm great. It's Sunday. I love Sunday because Sunday is so relaxing. Spending time with your family, it's wonderful. So I'm good. So guys, back to the topic. Right, Angela. You don't want your last thought to be, why didn't I run away faster? I think sometimes, not always that it's the right way, but I think sometimes when people are married, it may be a little more difficult. You just sent your family minus you, you and your daughter off to a baseball game. Okay, so you're set to hang out. Are you going to hang out with me for a little bit, Terra Squad? So guys, I think a lot of times, okay, thank you. I think a lot of times when you're in that toxic relationship, that poisonous relationship, especially if it's a marriage, you don't want to accept the fact that your marriage is not healthy and good. You want to put on a front. You want to be that picture family of a husband and wife and the kids, and everything is so good. But when something is not good, guys, it's not good. It doesn't matter how much you want to paint it or portray it as something good and healthy. When something is toxic and poisonous and dangerous, it's time to accept it. Stand up for yourself. And if you have children, stand up for your children and be an advocate for them and say, I want to show my children that mom or dad cares about them and loves them enough to protect them from the abuser. And if the abuser is the other parent, I hope you've been treated correctly. I missed something. What are you saying, Jeffrey? I haven't been in on all the I hope you've been treated correctly. I wish I could say that, Jeffrey, but that's not the case. So everybody, you know, sometimes you get into the relationship and everything is great. And then one day out of the blue, they start yelling at you. They raise their voice. They start blaming you. They start calling you names. The final straw is when they put their hands on you. The moment when somebody, yeah, I'm sorry too. The moment that someone puts their hands on you, that's a game changer. That's a game changer. That's when I'm like, okay, I know that nobody is supposed to yell at me, okay? I know that nobody is supposed to call me out my name or treat me any other way than who I am, who God made me to be, because I'm a beautiful creature. But when somebody, they have that, what is the word? Yes, I am. Thank you, Jeffrey. I think that you just one day have to wake up and realize this isn't good. This isn't healthy. This isn't my plan for my future. And I deserve better than that. I think you have to actually get to that in your mind. Hey, Boss Life Online, how you doing? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing great. So, I believe in having light from within yourself. So, sometimes you're doing good. I'm so glad. We're talking about toxic relationships. Yes, everybody, welcome, Boss Life Online. I didn't see any of my mods drop the link to their channel. You guys drop a link to your channel, or put when you guys do videos or when you go live, whatever it is that you want to put in the chat. Go ahead and do that, because I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, guys, back to the topic. So, speaking from personal experience, when a person manipulates you and puts you down and talks about you in a way that you don't deserve, nobody deserves to be called out of their name, to made to feel that they're inferior in any way. I think when a person is toxic in that way, they want you to be on their same level of miserableness. They're so miserable, they're so poisonous that they want to infiltrate that into you. They want to keep you on that same level of that as them, to make you feel just as miserable. Yes, guys, drop your links to your channel, and also say when you guys go live and what if you posted a new video, blah blah blah. You guys know what to do. So, hey, mysteriously, is it Hanshin? If I mispronounced it, I apologize. Yeah, guys, when you're in a toxic relationship, it's awful. Yes, a narcissist. That's exactly what it is. Tara Scott says she goes live when there's a full moon. Come on, Tara. That's so funny. So, guys, I hope nobody in here has to ever experience being in a toxic relationship. I hope nobody. I hope everybody is happy beyond their dreams, and that they have a wonderful relationship, and that the person that they're with treats them like a king or a queen, because that is what every single person deserves. And if you're not getting that, it's better for you to be by yourself. Okay? When a person is a narcissist, they are the main manipulators. Everything is about them. Nothing is ever about you. If they could be the one to spill the coffee, they'll say because you were in there and you made them nervous. That's the reason the coffee got spilled. They never accept any blame. They never set goals. They never are trying to. I'm blessed. I have been married 44 happy, long, loving years. That's so nice, Angela Critters. So happy for you. Yeah, guys, if something is not right, it's just not right. There's no other way to say it than that. If your relationship is not right and you just one day have to just accept it, that, I wish this relationship was working out, but it's not. And sometimes, thank you, Boss Life Online. I think a lot of times nobody really wants to say, I chose somebody who isn't good. I chose a bad seed. I chose someone toxic. Hey, Nagali Star. Please correct me if I'm saying your name wrong. Happy Sunday. Thanks for coming in. So, nobody wants to accept when they're in a toxic relationship. But guys, it is what it is. When someone is not treating you the way that you deserve, it is what it is. You just have to accept it, because you can't get light into your life. You can't get strength and power and love in a negative and dark space. It just doesn't go together. The two just don't go together. And the sooner that you accept it is the sooner that your light can come in. And when you're in that toxic relationship, no G All-Star. Okay. No G All-Star. I'm sorry about that. When you're in that toxic relationship and you feel so broken down, your spirit is so broken, you just feel like this will right, Angela. The manipulator is always doing something like that. The manipulator is always trying to make the situation always be about them. And one day you're just going to have to accept it. If it's not right, you have to say, hey, have a conversation with yourself and say, hey, I know you wanted this relationship to work out, but it's not. It's not the good relationship for you. This person is not. Are you talking to me? This relationship is not what I hoped it would be, not what I wanted for myself. And guys, it's okay to start new. I think a lot of times people are so afraid to end a relationship because they think this is the only relationship I can have, that nobody else is going to want me. Nobody is going to want to be with me. And I don't want to start again, because that means I'm going to have to get out there and look for somebody new. But what you need to do is spend some time and focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. It can be a time of healing. You may need to cleanse your mind, your heart, and gain back your spiritual and your physical strength to stand into your position and look in front of the mirror again, and look at yourself in the mirror and believe in yourself again and see your light shining. If something happens between me and mine, you're just going to be alone. Tarot Squad. That's everybody, to each his or her own. Everybody has to make a choice as to what they want to do for themselves and their future. But one thing I will say, guys, is that if you're not in a healthy relationship, if you're in a dark place in your life where you feel like you don't even want the sun to come up, because that's going to be another day dealing with that person. Yes, some, and not just women, some men too. Some men, they settle for less than they deserve. And I don't know about everybody, but not everybody. Hi, all in one 999. Thanks for coming in. Not everybody. Hey, Vanessa. Not everybody is in a good relationship in their family when they grow up. I'm doing great. How are you? Not everybody is in a good relationship when they grow up. Not everybody grows up in a stable, warm, loving relationship. A lot of people grow up in dysfunctional families where they're never taught that. I'm glad you're good, all in one. Not everybody is taught to have a strong mind and heart and believe how amazing they are. Not everybody is fed that to grow into themselves, to think how they're so amazing. And if you never receive that from your family, sometimes you're going to try to look for somebody to give you that, what you don't possess. And nobody can give you any amount of self-esteem. That self-esteem has to start with you. You have to know who you are. You have to, hey Phoebers, hey, happy Sunday. Thanks for coming in. Nobody can give you self-esteem. All people can do is take it away. You know, nobody can give you self-esteem. All people can do is take it away. You are in control of your self-esteem. You are in control of what you put into your mind. And if other people, especially a person who you're in a relationship with, if they're doing anything to take away that self-esteem instead of growing it, a good, happy, healthy relationship, your love for yourself should be bursting over. It should be so abundant. Your light should be shining all the time. If you don't possess that, if somebody is not giving you that and feeding you that constantly, how amazing you are, how much they appreciate you, it's a toxic relationship. It's a toxic relationship. And a lot of people don't want to accept that the person that they chose in the beginning initially, they could be great. It could be wonderful. But then a situation can happen and everything changes. They become a new person. Yes, thank you, Vanessa. They become a new person. They become very negative. They come into this dark space. And what happens? Misery loves company. They want to take you down that same road with them. But you have to find a way to break free from that. You have to find a way to say, I tried the relationship. The relationship was not good for me. The relationship was not good for me. And I'm going to believe in myself enough to know I deserve better than this. That's a profound moment in your life. And if you guys have never been in a toxic relationship, you may not understand how much that means. When you've been beaten down so low and you're such in a dark place where you don't even want the sun to come up because that means another day with that person. It's something. It's something. And If you don't get out, sometimes the person who is the toxic person, the manipulator, and the abuser, they're going to take you out. That's some real talk and some real facts. Some people don't want to accept. They think, okay, they just put me down and I don't like it, but I don't want to be alone. I don't want, anybody to know that my relationship is not good. Listen, it doesn't matter what other people think. When people find out, oh, their relationship didn't work out, what matters is your life. What matters is your happiness. What matters is your joy. You have to let your joy, your light shine, because I'm all about radiating positive energy and power. And if you feel like somebody is taking away your light, your power, your strength to move forward in your goals, it's time to go. And even if you've been isolated from your family, you've been isolated from your friends, you've been beat down in every kind of way, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you can do it. You can get out. Whew. You can get out. And the sooner that you accept that you need to get out is the sooner you can progress. Because there's nothing like when you're in that negative and dark space to the first time where you feel safe within your own space. You feel safe. Nobody is going to put me down here. This is a safe zone. Nobody's going to make me feel inferior or talk to me any kind of way than I deserve. That's a profound day and moment. And I hope anybody who is in a dangerous situation where you're fearing for your life, you feel like the next time they hit me, or the next time that they put me down, or the next time they keep playing mind tricks with me, I may not survive. You have to think about it that seriously. And also, if you have children, think about how your children are handling the situation. Think about how they think, oh, this is the way a relationship is supposed to be. So a man or a woman can talk to each other any kind of way. They can put their hands on each other. That's a sign of a good relationship. That's a sign of how people love each other. Because whether you realize it or not, your children are watching. Your children are listening. Your children are taking notes. They're seeing, this is how mom and dad say, this is how I should be treated. And even though you, the spouse or the boyfriend and girlfriend, whoever it may be, are the ones that are abusing each other, the children are being abused emotionally by having to view those images and take that in. And they may be shaping how they may want their relationships in the future. So now you're making a new generation of relationships where when they become adults, they think this is the way. This is the sign. This is how a relationship is supposed to go. This is the way you treat each other. And that's not the case. So if you want to show your children, you want to show others a good, healthy relationship, you actually have to be in a good relationship. You have to get out for yourself, get out for your children, because you can't grow in a dark place. You can't grow in a dark place. The only way you can grow, it has to be in a healthy, happy, positive relationship. Yes, you have to put the children first. I think a lot of times when you're in that relationship, you may think just about yourself, you know. They're abusing me. They're talking to me in an inferior way. But don't forget, guys, what are the children doing? They're listening. They're listening. They're watching. What kind of example are you showing them? Are you showing them a good example that this is how mommy or this is how daddy accepts a relationship? This is what mommy or daddy thinks is a good relationship? Is that what you want to show your children? Is that what you want to show yourself? Yes, you have to think about your children first, but you also have to think about yourself, because you can't pull from an empty well. You have to be strong enough yourself and say, I want better for my children and myself. You have to think about the future, because if you don't think about the future, it may be decided by your abuser. Your abuser may say, you know, they don't matter. They're nothing. So I'll just take them out. I'll shoot them. I'll keep hitting them until they're nothing more. I'll beat them down until their self-esteem is here. You have to be the one to make a decision for yourself, for your children, for your future, so that you can be there. Because if you don't make a decision to stand up for yourself, stand up for your children and say, this ends now, I'm not going to accept this anymore, it's going to keep going on. Hey, mukbangs and makeup, how you doing? Is it Sunday where you are? I think it may be Monday where you are now. But if you don't make a decision for yourself, your children, it's going to continue. It's going to continue. And the longer that you, it's Monday morning, 7 a.m. Well, happy Monday to you. If you don't make a decision to put yourself first and put yourself and your children ahead of the abuse, it's going to continue. And unfortunately, sometimes the victims don't survive. Sometimes the spouse or the boyfriend or girlfriend or the children are all murdered. It's a really serious topic. It's something that there needs to be more awareness to this subject. People need to talk about it more and make people feel that if you're in this situation, if you're in that dark space, help somebody. Help somebody if they need help. I've been in an apartment complex and heard a domestic violence relationship where you could hear them screaming at them, and telling them that, you know, they were nobody and I'm going to kill you. How do you react to that? Sometimes a person is not strong enough to act for themselves. They're nothing. Their self-esteem is all the way down to zero. They have nothing left to give. Sometimes you have to be an advocate for somebody else. Maybe they may not accept it, But sometimes you may need to step in and say, hey, do you need some help? Do you need someone to be there for you? Sometimes you just may need, yes, you need to be their strength. Because in those situations when you are in that and you are the victim of the violence, or you're the victim of always being beat down verbally to where you're at zero and you feel like you have nothing else to give. Sometimes you need to be a person that reaches out your hand and say, hey, I'm here. Let me help you. Let me get you some help. I'm here if you want to talk. I'm here if you want to get away. Be an advocate for somebody. I had to pick up the phone and call 911 because whoever it was that was doing the abusing in that apartment complex, I felt like if I didn't stand up and be the strength for that person, they may not be here. Hey, how are you doing? Sometimes you have to step in for somebody else. And when a person is in such a dark place and they feel so down and distraught, they're beaten down to nothing. They don't believe in themselves anymore. And they don't feel strong enough. They may not even have 2 nickels to rub together to be able to get out. Sometimes someone being a friend that is going to be their strength and their shelter. Sometimes you can be that for somebody. Open up your eyes. I think sometimes we may see something. Yes, sometimes others just need others to believe in them and help. That's right, Terror Squad. Sometimes you may see something and you may say to yourself, that's not my business. That's between other people. And that's their relationship, what they choose to do. But I'll tell you this, guys. The moment somebody, it's also very easy to feel frustrated with people who are in this situation because they've been so tormented and broken by the abusers. So you sometimes need to remind yourself they need even more love. That's so true, mukbangs and makeup. It's so true because when a person is a victim of abuse, they usually are not even at zero. They're in a negative. They are less than zero. They have nothing. They don't believe in themselves. They're so down. They're so low, dejected, isolated, everything that you can imagine. That sometimes all they need is someone to say, hey, I care about you. I want you to be happy again. Let me know anything that you need, even if it's 2 or 3 in the morning. If you need someone to be there for you. Yeah, they've been isolated by the abuser that they think that's all they're worthy of. And sometimes when a person is so down, so miserable, they begin to think nobody cares about them. But that's the furthest thing from the truth. When you are so low, you have nowhere to go but up. And That's what some may not realize. They may think I'm too down. Things are so wrong. Things are so terrible that I could never recover from this. I could never start again. How do I start again? And what about my children? Take little steps. First, start off with knowing that you deserve better. Start there. And when you say, I deserve better, the next step is, how do I get out? And you can. You can get out. But you have to believe that. You have to believe that, and you have to know that there's so much that you have ahead of you. There's so much blessings for yourself, for your children, that you have so much to do. You have so much to learn and so much to give to others. I think when you're down so low that you forget how amazing you are. Yeah, people in general don't like to ask for help, but sometimes you do have to. Especially in domestic violence relationships, where they may isolate you from everybody else. Most of the time, the victim is not working, so the victim does not have any money. Okay, Boss Life Online. So the victim does not have any money. They don't have any means. I had to go and threaten one of my abuser's friends, and I helped her pack her stuff so that she could get away. Yeah. And Phoebers, I'm so glad that you were able to be there for your friend, because when a victim is isolated from everybody else and they feel nobody cares about them, they start to feel like nobody cares about me. I don't matter. It wouldn't matter if I wasn't here anymore. But when you step in and become a source of strength and power for someone who is at the time powerless, it's a blessing for them. It's a wonderful thing to do, to give someone a new start, to give someone hope again. Because most of the time when you're a victim of a toxic relationship, that's what you are. You're a victim at the hands of your abuser. But you can get out. But sometimes you need help. It's okay to say, I need some help. Try to find that help. Reach out to these agencies that are there to help you. Even if you have to change your name, start new, take on a new identity, move your children somewhere else, move away from your friends and family. Because, you know, guys, sometimes well-meaning family and friends will tell you, they're a good person. You know, don't leave them. You have a good man, or you have a good woman. But they don't see what goes on behind closed doors when they're putting you down, when they're putting their hands on you, when they're manipulating your mind, when they're trying to break your spirit. So sometimes it's those same well-meaning family and friends that you may have to get away from as well. Because not everybody believes that you should leave an abuser until it's too late. Then they'll say, I wish they would have left them. Don't wait until it's too late, guys. Don't wait until it's too late. Thank you, Bree. Don't wait until it's too late. And then say, I wish I would have done something to get out. If you are the victim of that abuse, if you're the victim of that toxic relationship, know that you deserve better. Know that your situation can change. Know that you are a beautiful human being, and that things will get better. But you have to start off by getting out. That's where you have to start. You have to start by believing in yourself again. And if you're a religious person, pray to God. Ask Him to send somebody to help you. Ask Him to provide a source of encouragement, because a lot of times when you are that victim, you feel that nobody cares about you, that you don't matter, that probably people's lives would be better if you weren't there. You feel like you're, what is it called? Can't think of the word. You feel like you're a problem by burdening them. You feel like you're a burden to them when you tell them your problems. But just know that that's not the case, because I believe everybody out there, they have a purpose. There's a reason for you being here. So get out for yourself. Get out for your children. And if this message does not apply to you, if this message doesn't apply to you and it applies to somebody you know, be there for them. The last thing that you need when you're feeling down is someone saying, I told you so. Don't do that to them. They're already beat down. They're already rejected and weak and vulnerable. Reach out your hand and hold their hand. Help them to go through a dark period in their life. When a person is so rejected and low and vulnerable, the last thing that you need is more negativity. You're trying to get out of a negative situation. You don't need another person coming in and saying, I told you they were no good. Didn't I tell you they weren't any good? You need to be a source of encouragement, positivity, love, support, friendship, and even sometimes, if you can, a financial help. Sometimes it's not even a lot. Sometimes it's just somebody saying, hey, if you want to get away, I'll buy that Greyhound bus ticket. I'll buy that plane ticket for you. Be that kind of friend. Be that kind of friend. Be the kind of friend that will help someone. Your ex-sister-in-law thought she was a burden to me, but I told her she wasn't, that she could call anytime, day or night, and we are still close. That's what I'm talking about. I think a lot of times people, they think, I don't want to burden down anybody else. They have their own problems. But we all have to realize that We're all here to help each other. I know a lot of people don't believe that, but that is what it is. We are all supposed to be here helping each other, encouraging each other, being positive to one another. And if somebody is in a dark space in their life, be there. Reach out your hand to them and say, hey, if you need me, call me. And if that person calls you, don't say, it's too late, or I'll call you tomorrow, or it's not a good time. When you say you're going to be there for somebody, really be there for them. Really be there for them. Because a person who's feeling low and dejected, they can't take not even one more source of rejection. Why am I saying rejection? One more source of rejection. They are to their limit. There's nothing more that they can take. So be a source of encouragement to them. Be there for one another. Let each other know. When you have somebody in your life and you really care about them and you see what's going on, don't close your eyes. Don't turn your head and show like a blind eye and say, that's their business. Talk to the person. Tell them how much they matter to you, how much you want to be there for you. Tell them how important they are, because in these situations, a lot of times, these victims, they forget. Remember, in these domestic violence relationships, these toxic relationships, they're so low, they're so down that they feel there's nothing but all of this darkness, all of this sadness. But you have to remind them sometimes, hey, you're a wonderful person. You deserve better. And whatever I can do to help you to get out of that I'll be there for you. And when you say that, mean it. Don't just say, I'll be there for you, and you never check on them again. Check on them. Ask them. Say, hey, remember last time we talked about how you could get out? How's that going? How can I help you towards that goal? What can I do to help you? And that's the kind of friendship and love and support that someone needs when they're broken down and feeling rejected and unloved. They need so much encouragement. When a person is walking away, they need so much encouragement. They need someone to say, I know this is a hard time, but I'll be here for you if you want to talk. Sometimes they may not want to talk. Sometimes you may have to do all the talking for them to let them know that you care about them still, and that they're wonderful and they're amazing, and that they're going to get out and they're going to be on the other side where they have a smile on their face and to where they're going to have joy. Sometimes you may have to walk away from that toxic relationship to be able to step into that good relationship. And I hope anybody out there, if you are the victim of abuse, if you're in a toxic relationship, find a way to end it, to get out of it, to find your strength and your power again, to where you can believe in yourself again and to be there for yourself and for your children, because we want to show the next generation of children that it's not acceptable to put your hands on somebody, to put someone down, to yell and scream at them with obscenities, to make someone feel that they're inferior or any less than they are. We want to raise children that are strong and positive and wonderful. And to do that, you have to make sure that these children are in a safe, comfortable, loving environment. And that was my message, guys. That's what I came in. I felt moved to talk about this subject today. And I know that this message may not be for everybody because this may not apply to you. But one day, if you see something not right, try to be there for somebody who is actually in this situation. Be a good friend. Be a good sister or mother or uncle or brother or cousin or just a good friend, and say, I'll be here for you and I'm going to encourage you in any kind of way to get out. And whatever I can do and be a vehicle or a bridge into your light and happiness, then I'll do that. And if one person gets helped by my message here today and they feel encouraged and they get out, then I would feel my purpose is fulfilled in making this video. I pray for light and happiness and joy to everyone. I pray for everyone to have a happy, healthy relationship where you feel great about yourself, that you feel fulfilled and feel strength and power and love and light, because that's what everybody deserves. And I hope that you receive it and you take it in. Okay, guys, that's the end of my video. If you guys have any other messages or comments, I'm going to hang in here and we can talk about it. Anybody have any encouraging stories or anything that they would like to say? You're welcome, Tara. What is your first name, Tara Squad, instead of calling you Tara all the time? Anybody have any encouraging stories? Any situations that happened to them to where they're on the other side to be a source of light to somebody else who may be in that dark place? No? Well, oh, 1 second. Okay. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me on your busy Sunday. I hope everyone in here is doing well and enjoyed their weekend. And if you enjoyed this live stream, if you could thumbs it up for me if you haven't already. I appreciate that so much. Just waiting for Terror Squad She said to hang on 1 second. And any of my mods, if they're still in here and they haven't dropped their links or a link to their recent videos or to say when they are going live next or posting a video, and let everybody here know so that we can keep supporting one another. Thanks everybody for coming by and listening to me talk about this topic. I know that it's not a topic that a lot of people want to talk about, and that's okay because everything is not for everyone, and I felt moved to talk about this subject today, so I did. Oh, thank you so much, Terra Squad. And thank you to everybody that's in here. I appreciate each and every one of you so much for. I've been on here for I just said I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I was on here for I said I was just gonna come on here for like 15-20 minutes. And here it is, almost 87 minutes. Thanks, Phoebers. I said I was only going to come on here for like 20 minutes, and here I am 87 minutes later. But sometimes when you have a message or a story to tell, you just need to tell it. And if you guys have any suggestions for future topics for videos, let me know in the chat or send me an email. My email is in the info section of the banner of my channel. If you guys don't want to put your business here, always send me an email and I'll be more than glad to answer you back. So thanks everybody for coming in. I'm going to leave this live stream running. If anybody wants to talk about anything, I'm going to let this live stream run because your girl is trying to become monetized by the end of the summer. So I need to at least get my 2 hours in. So right now I'm at 88 minutes. And I'm going to let this run for, is that 20, 30, 31 minutes. So anybody who wants to hang out with me for 31 minutes, thank you so much. And if not, I understand, guys. I'm going to put on some music, some non-copyrighted music. Not copyrighted, non-copyrighted. And you guys can enjoy the music if you want to hang out with me. What are you laughing at, Phoebers? I want to know. I want to laugh. What's funny? Let's hang? Okay. Thank you, guys. So what's going on, guys? How's the kids? How's your family? How's the pets? I know it's a combination for everybody. Trying to get my phone so I can start up some non-copyrighted music. Yes, non-copyright. I'm not trying to get any strikes. I'm I'm not trying to get any strikes. Where's my phone? But I feel like I'm in elementary school. My chair went down. Oh my goodness, my phone is on 1%. Do you guys see this? Oh, of course. No. 1%. 1. Oh, she does? I would much rather talk to you guys anyways than play music. What did you guys do for the weekend? I'm going to put my phone back on the charger. Come on. Why won't this go in the charger? Why won't you cooperate? Cooperate. It's on the charger. It's on the charger. It's on the charger. It's on the charger. Okay, what are you guys saying? Mine, yours is on 4%. Oh, everybody is low. All of us in charge. Yeah, I've had my I'm streaming from my tablet. Let's see what my tablet's on. 51%. So my tablet's still rocking. It's still rocking hard. I started off with 90%, so I've gone down. But I'm good. Everybody get some juice in your phone, tablet, whatever. Everybody charge up and hang out with me. So what'd you guys do for the weekend? What's the weather like where you guys are? I know a lot of people are still experiencing the cold weather. I think somebody even said that they had snow. That's unbelievable here, because I'm here in Florida and I'm melting. It's hot. Nasty here. It's cold. Is it cold when you say nasty? Because nasty could be hot or cold. Right now, what is the weather? Hold on. Let me look. What's the weather? Oh my goodness. 82 degrees, really? Cold and rainy. What's the temperature? What is the temperature where you are? I'm melting here, 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and melting. I wanted to go to the beach so bad this weekend, and it was so beautiful outside, but I didn't. Hopefully I'll get to go next weekend. What's the weather like where you guys are? Fever says that it's cold and nasty. Cold and nasty or cold and rainy? Oh, cold and rainy. I hope, Terra Squad, I hope your phone didn't go dead, because mine was only on 1%. 1. So you know, after 1, what happens? My phone would just shut off. So I didn't even attempt to put on any music or anything. So guys, the dreaded Monday is coming. Dreaded Monday. Oh, I don't want it to be Monday again. Warm and raining. Oh my goodness, 42? Oh, fevers. How do you handle that? 42? Oh, it's charging? Good. Charge up. Get your juice going. Yeah, guys. It looks like this is going to be like a really awful season for us in Florida because when the winters are bad with the snow for a long period of time and goes into the spring, usually that means lots of hurricanes, and that scares me. I hope not. I hope it won't be. Yours is charging too? Well, thanks guys for staying here with me, even though you're on a charge and hanging out. When are you guys going live? Anybody going live this evening or other times this week, so I can make sure that I hang out with you in your live stream? Or if you guys are posting a video, let me know when you're posting a video so I can yes to what, Fevers? If you're posting a video or you're going live, let me know so that tonight, what time is it? Pacific, Eastern, Central, so that I can make sure that I'm there. Yeah, I know live, but I mean what time? Live on the 26th. What is today? The 14th? Oh, you don't know yet? Okay. I'll just make sure my notification bell is on. Okay, Fevers? Terror Squad, I want to see you live. Don't wait till the 26th, Terror Squad. Go live this week. I'm putting some peer pressure on you. I'm giving you some YouTube peer pressure to go live. 10 or 11 p.m. on the 26th. Sorry, guys. 10 or 11 p.m. on the 26th. So I'm going to make sure I have a YouTube notebook that, hey, King Art. What's going on? Happy Sunday to you. I've been live for 98 minutes, so I gotta stay at least until 120 minutes. So I have 22 more minutes that I need to stay live. So I would appreciate if you guys could hang out with me for the next 22 minutes. You're going live at 6? Okay, King Art. Did I miss somebody's comment? Are we allowed to ask if we can water each other's gardens? I don't understand what you're saying. It's Jenny's view. I don't know what that means. Oh, this isn't a sub for sub channel. It's Jenny view. I have to remove your comment. We can't do. I'm not a sub for sub channel. If you want to join somebody, all you have to do is just join their channel, watch their video, and leave a comment. And I have loyal people here, so if you want to join anybody who's in here right now, I know, uh no problem. Anybody who's in here, if you go to their channel, you join them, you watch their video, and you leave a genuine comment, I'm sure they'll do the same thing back to you. So King Art, you said you're going, what time is it now, King Art? I have to go look. Hold on. Oh, 15 minutes. It's 5:45 where I am. $5:45. No problem. It's Jenny's view. No problem. I know all the people that are in here. If you join them, they will join you back. Yeah, King Art 70. How was your walk? Did you say you were going for a walk when I left your live this morning? Yes, thank you too, my mods. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Yeah, guys. How was the weekend? You guys do anything fun? You guys do anything fun for the weekend? If you guys did anything fun, let me know. 5:47. Okay. I have to be on here for another 19. Yeah. Well, 18 minutes. Exactly 18 minutes. So if you want to stay on here with me for another 18 minutes, King, then we could all go over to yours when it starts at I don't know, what's 18 minutes from now. But that's all I need is 18 minutes. And then mine will be over. So you guys, I'll tell you guys, they had like a blues festival this weekend here in, oh thanks King Art. They had a blues festival here in Florida where I live, and they had so much, it was so much people there. They had like people playing blues music. It was right there on the water, nice and breezy, and it was lots of fun. I didn't go. I went to they had a Sarah Vaughan jazz concert, and I'm working on that video so you guys could see some of it. I didn't do much, but it'll be a short little video, but I think it's a nice. Why, Feepers? Why didn't you do anything interesting? Did you just sleep and rest and clean? You should do something fun. Do something that you enjoy and like. So I went to that concert. It was Friday night. I went Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it was awesome. There was like a band, and they had somebody playing the drums. They had a did you say saxophonist? Saxophonist. Then they had two artists. One of them was singing the songs of Sarah Vaughan, and the other one was singing some songs of Cole Porter, and who else is it? Can't think of the name, but it'll be in the video. I'm working on the editing, so that one should post soon. And then I'm also working on my Get to Know Me video, and I'm also editing my second thrifted lookbook, and What else? Oh, and I'm also working on a video that's going to post soon. It's a tribute to my mom. On May 2nd will be 2 years since she's not here with me physically. And so working on that too because I want to post it on her anniversary on May 2nd. So those are the videos I'm working on. You guys working on anything special on your channel? If there's anything that I can do to help you, everybody that's in here, I can. Anybody? Who are the four that's in here? King Art, Fevers, who else? Terror Squad. Who are the four people that's in here? Oh, Terror Squad says she's back. So it's Terror Squad, Fevers, King Art, and who's the fourth person? Thank you to my four people hanging out with me. So that's what I did on Friday. I went to this Sarah Vaughan concert, and the artist was so good, and an awesome band. Oh, fun with the girls. That's my fourth person. Okay. You had to fix a bottle for Princess? Okay. I know you guys are busy and you're doing your own thing. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. I went to that concert and it was like in a small little arena. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like in this big space that could hold about, I don't know. I was thinking it was going to have like maybe 200 to 300 people or something, but I think that space only holds about 50 people, and it was like a little jazz club, you could say. So it was nice, and I had a good time. And I had to I'm trying to step outside of the box, guys. I'm so much of an introvert when it comes to, I don't know how to say it, but I'm like a homebody person. So I'm trying to learn to not be an old to be an old lady and stay home all the time. I'm trying not to be like a grandma. My whole family says I have like grandma tendencies. Everybody says I have like grandma tendencies, and I'm a grandma, and they're like, you're too young to be home all the time on the weekend. So no, I'm not old fashioned. I just am an introvert. I just would rather be home relaxing. That's where my comfortable space is. But I know you have to have like some memories. I know there'll be plenty of time when I get older to sit down and to do nothing. But sometimes after you work hard all week, kind of just want to relax. Hey, Jay Kurt, how you doing? Yep, I'm a homebody. Definitely, I am a homebody. I would always rather be at home, having a home cooked meal, watching a movie, or doing something fun like that, reading a book. I'd rather be home. Because I feel like when you're at home, who's going to bother you when you're at home? It's like sometimes you go out here on these streets And people can act brand new when you go places, bumping into you, saying stuff, and definitely, I'm definitely a very calm person. Actually, my family thinks that I'm too calm. They think I'm too calm, but I try not to worry about things. I feel like there's enough things that you have to worry about in life. I feel like you should just relax and enjoy life. J. Kurt says, right. Sure, Phoebus, no problem. Make your coffee, do your thing. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's overrated. I feel like going out is, I feel like going out is overrated. It's like, okay, when you're in high school or, right after high school. Yeah, people be so rude. Like, and there's no reason for that. And like, when you go out and, me as a woman and you put yourself together and you're looking nice, like other women be like, oh, look at her. Who does she think she is? Or whatever the case may be. Like, what? It's like, you don't even know me. Insecure. These insecure women kill me. So I don't understand it because I am a person who's always encouraging other people. Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying, King Art. They can't take it too well, but I just think going out is overrated. I think there's a time to go out and there's time to have fun, but I think there's nothing like being so happy within yourself that you just want to stay home and relax and hang out with the people you care about. Because for me, I think that's all that matters. I think people just like to go out to show off, like, oh, I'm eating at this fancy restaurant or I'm going to this whatever place just to show off and put pictures on social media to say, I did this and I did that. When you tell them they know and you got your. I missed that. What are you saying, King Art? Can't take being rejected too well. When you tell them they know and you got a husband, hubby comes first. I don't understand your comment, King Art. Yeah, so that's the reason. Um, that's the reason I'm a homebody. If you guys don't know, I have so many brothers and sisters. So many brothers and sisters. I'm the 10th child, so I just feel like all along there's always just so much people, and now that my life has calmed down some, I feel like enjoy being by yourself. I feel like a lot of people always just want to be around people all the time. Like, just enjoy some time being by yourself or being with the people that matter. People always want to go out and have fun with other people. But what about just enjoying your time by yourself or your time with your family or just being with a few close friends? They get mad because you say no to them. Oh, okay. Okay, got it, King Art. Yeah, I just that's just me. And anybody who is an extrovert and you guys like to go out and have fun, I'm not telling you not to do that. You guys do your thing, but this is me. I would much rather be at home cooking and just enjoying life and enjoying peace and quiet and serenity and thinking about my own thoughts and just me. And now he is there tonight. Oh, where was that, Terror Squad? You posted a picture of your younger son where? On your social media? On YouTube? Where'd you post it? Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like social media sometimes is overrated as well. I feel like people pretend on social media. They make it seem like their life is so fabulous, and it's not. I think social media sometimes is overrated. I think it is. I think people just try to show off and make themselves seem more than they are. That's why I keep my circle of people small, very small. In that way, you don't have to worry about drama. I don't like drama. On Facebook. What was he doing? He was at the park? Yeah, King Art. It's true in my case. I feel like people just trying to make it seem like their life is so wonderful and fabulous, and they're not even really doing anything, or they're doing something that they can't afford, and they can't even pay it off on the credit card or have this car that they have. And I think it's wonderful if a person can afford to have that fancy car or afford to have that nice dinner, then of course, by all means, enjoy it. But I think it's overrated. I think people worry too much about what other people think about them or try to do things. Oh, the baseball game? Well, I hope he had fun. I just think that's just my opinion. Uh, you can take it or leave it, but that's just my opinion. What I think. I think people try to put too much emphasis in making up a story of their life to impress other people, and I don't feel that you should try to impress other people. I feel like you should be yourself, and people can take it or leave it. If you really like somebody and you care about them, then you just accept it. You should be trying to encourage somebody to get out of debt instead of getting into debt to show off. I I don't know. That's just me. I just don't like people who like to show off, and that's why I'm not really on social media like that. I'm gonna make a social media page just for my YouTube, so I can post things probably for my Facebook, but I'm not into all that stuff. I don't think all that stuff matters, but everybody else is different, and if that's what you do, everybody can do whatever they want to do that makes them happy. That's what it's all about. Everybody has different goals and objectives for their life, and yeah, everybody has different goals and objectives, but for me, I think that social media is overrated, and it's just about people trying to pretend they're something that they're not. I just think like people just try to like have the only show like when they're like going to like these fancy restaurants so they can show the expensive meal they had or whatever it is, or different outfits, buying outfits just to take a picture on Instagram. I'm not about it. I'm not about it. And I know a lot of people will dislike it, and I'm probably going to get thumbs down for it, but whatever. I'm just being myself. And I feel like more people need to be themselves. And if you don't like something, then you don't like it. I think the older that you get is the more you become like you don't care what other people think. You're just yourself. I think when you're younger, you try more to please other people, But I think the older that you get and the more that you know yourself and you know what you want, you don't care. When you're young, you try to people please. But when you're young, you say, forget this. I feel like it's too much to keep up a front. Just be yourself and, be yourself. Okay, guys, that's 120 minutes. So I met my 2 hours. So, King Art, are you going live now? Or are you already live? Oh, Terra Squad, I misunderstood your comment. You said you posted a picture of your son 2 years ago and now he's at the park now. Oh, I misunderstood your comment completely. I'm sorry. So you posted a picture, so it came up like a reminder. Okay. Okay, thanks, Bree and Terra Squad. If you guys can, head over to King Art. He's gonna go live right now, so if you can, go over there and support him. So I'm gonna come off. Thanks everybody for coming in, watching this video, supporting me, thumbsing it up. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.